Hey everybody, welcome back. Got a little Saturday video for you. I don't know if I'd call it breaking news per se, but are you worried about how you're gonna get Emma Frost? Are you struggling with those catalysts? Seems like we've got some fine combing going through on the data mines. Shout out to Zachman86, former contest winner in the WolverThor Discord, $100. So, come join the Discord if you ever want to get that type of cash to maybe spend on a game or what, anything going. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is, how are we going to get Emma Frost? There's been speculation, there's been discussions. It seems like we might have an answer. And we're going to hit on a tidbit too on a way that FoxNext or Scopely might be making it easier for us to get those catalysts. So depending on where you're at right now, this ammo release might be better for you too. Just depends where you're sitting. So anyway, let's go check out the Reddit post. Let's discuss this. Let's see if this is actually going to help you out or not. I know with where I'm at on this release method, I'm a bit concerned about what I'm going to be able to do. Not going to lie. But anyway, let's check it out. Bring me WolverThor! Okay, so again, shout out to Zachman86, posted this up on Reddit and says, so, Emma's not a blitz, my friends. Goes through her and shows kind of what's from the data mines, and it basically says that Emma Frost will be available in reoccurring milestone rewards for a limited time starting August 19th, which is 18 days from the time I'm shooting this video. These milestones will also contain additional gear rewards along with a new milestone added to the High Roller milestone. So, seems like she's going to get the same, if this data mine is true, it seems like she's going to get the same treatment as Symbiote Spider-Man. Now, I will say that for me personally, this is going to be tough because I went from about 25 million gold all the way down to 20, trying to get Symbiote Spider-Man up. So, the back-to-back milestone characters is going to be tough for me personally. But let's see what some Redditors have commented below. So, liking milestones. We've got a couple here. I like them, but I'd like them better if we still got purple gear, orb shards. Shards are available as Symbiote Spider-Man. Count this as a win. Welp, I guess it's back to hoarding gold for me. That's the kind of point I'm at, but it's like, well, I still need Symbiote Spider-Man shards. Well, now people will complain about her release in milestones. Not sure I'm complaining about that per se, but it's definitely something that I'm concerned about. Woohoo, good news. Well, milestone characters have actually had me blitzing more than blitz release characters, so there's that. It's easier to get shards in the short term, means it's likely to get harder in the long term. True, oh my god, for once I want to say bless you, FoxNext. Mixed feelings about this. I'm no fan of blitz releases, but milestone characters tend to be tightly controlled by the company after release. It's like every other milestone. So it seems good F blitz releases every couple weeks. Good blitz milestones are trash. Ugh, gold milestone hurts. I think you're getting the gist here. I'm not wild about this, but I suppose it's better than blitz. So there's clearly a mixed bag here. And like I said, I was mixed in this, going, what do I like better? I don't know. And right now, I normally like milestones better based on the time that it takes to blitz. But I will say that I'm a little bit gold starved at the moment because of what we just went through with the Symbiote Spider-Man milestones. So I've got no gold orbs. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a whole bunch of gold offers here coming soon. It's a pretty wise business move from Scopely. Emma's a very coveted character at the moment. Everyone just spent a bunch of resources trying to get Symbiote Spider-Man, which we waited for forever. Now a lot of people are probably short on gold. So, yeah, so we'll see. I'm probably going to start being really limited in my gold use. I know I started struggling trying to decide where I wanted to spend it. And this is kind of maybe making the decision for me. So I'll probably look and see what's the most effective way to spend my shards. We'll check that out in a second in game. And if you're wondering, well, wait a minute. Zachman just copied and pasted something here. Why are you believing that? I could have texted that, Dr. Octopus is coming next week and he's going to be given to everybody for free. He could have written the same thing, right? So, all right. So I've actually got a picture here that he at least shared from the actual data mine. So again, this is just a CSV file. Again, could someone write this up and type this? Certainly. But, you know, knowing Zachman from the game, being around a little bit, chatting with him on Discord, seems, you know, like a trustworthy individual. So Zachman86, I'm going to trust you. I think that this makes sense on a multitude of reasons, especially given the 100 chart unlock, the great character that Emma Frost seems she's going to be. This is going to create an opportunity for Scopely to make a bunch of money because people are going to want her. They're going to want to use gold. They're going to buy gold offers. They're going to be using energy. All of the things that brings people from spending in a milestone situation, this has got it wrapped there. So if you're looking in this thing going, well, Wolver, where is this written? So you can see, and it's a little bit hard here, but if you can see my mouse, it's basically in this, let's do it here. Right here. So if you start here where my hand's at and you start reading, the character shards will be available in, I gotta look this way to make it easier, in the reoccurring milestone rewards for a limited time starting on August 9th. These milestones will also contain additional gear rewards along with the new milestone added to the high roller bonus for players who have unlocked the Red Star feature, blah, 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 blah. So that's where it's from. So kudos to Zachman86 for digging this up. You know, a lot of people were wondering exactly how Emma would be released, and it appears that this is the way it's going to be. And again, data mines are always subject to change, you know, but it makes sense, right? I mean, this seems like something that I think just, it's too logical for them not to do it this way. So, you buying it? Personally, I am, and we're gonna look at here in a second in game to see where we're at with the milestones and all that, and what makes sense. But I think that this is gonna be something that it just makes too much sense. I believe it. It's gonna happen. You know, as much as anything can happen from data mine. So there's one other aspect of this data mine before we start talking about how many milestones you should do or save that I want to talk about because it's related to SBCs, and a lot of these recent videos that have been out, especially for me included, are talking about gear tier 15, the SBC grind, the ABC grind, and frankly, how hard the hand event is, and it's trash. Nobody levels up their hand. It's like, what's the point? You don't get much. Well, if you go further down in the data mine, and I just switched the files so you could see here, so we're going from Emma Frost here, that's her gear, right? Gear. So we're switching to a new data mine. And if you look here, in this data mine, we've upgraded the rewards. Here's an overall increase, and it's the hand flash rewards. Here's an overview of the increased rewards. And where I'm looking at here is, it's basically this section here, where I'm pointing at, just above my finger. If you're going in this, like those couple lines, all right? And what it reads is, here's an overview of the increased rewards. Tier 7 increased from 10 to 50 for a total of 150. And it doesn't say necessarily, I'm looking in here, that's superior basic catalyst. So instead of 10, you're getting 50 from this event, so you can get 150, which makes way more sense than what it was before, because, I mean, if getting 30 of those once a month is a joke, 150 at least helps a little bit. Tier 6, it's increased from 5 to 15. Let's see, the orange health and damage catalyst parts increased from 2 to 10 in Tier 7. Tier 6, it's from 1 to 3 for a total of 9. And then it's got similar increases as you kind of go through here. So it seems like Foxnext is understanding that some of these things in the game need to be increased to kind of relieve certain bottlenecks. If you bottleneck everything, people will eventually stop playing. It just doesn't make sense for people to keep doing it. So, because they're just like, grind here, grind here, grind here. I can't drop, you know, some people can drop tons of money endlessly on the game, and that's great. Let them do that and get to the upper echelon. But if you do that at every level, some players are just gonna say, there's no point for me to play this game. None. I'm not gonna play anymore. Okay, so we're gonna jump in game here for a second. The high roller milestones. I mean, like I mentioned before, you know, I personally, I'm down to 5 million gold. Back in the day, that was a ton. But with these milestones, it's a lot harder. So if you go to these high roller ones, you can see I just, you know, I'm maxing these things out the best I can. Could I stop at the 1.8? Yeah, so, you know, I don't really need to get these 5. You know, I love the T4s, but I've got plenty, so I could save that gold. But you look at this, and you're seeing, okay, well, how much can I spend to get, you know, a shard? So you get 1 shard at 325, 2 shards at 500k. 3 shards at 800k, and then the next shard comes at the fourth one comes at 1.2. So you're talking about 1, 2, 3 in the first, 8 million. Then you get the fourth at another 4 mil, or not 400,000. Sorry, you get 3 shards in the first 800,000. A fourth shard at half that amount at 1.2, and then a fifth shard at 1.8. So more than likely, you probably want to stop at the 1.2 million range at this point. Just doing real quick math in my head and just looking at this thing going, you know what? Okay, I could probably stop at 1.2. I could save that 600k for the extra one. You know, me personally, I'm not going to get this guy to 7-star. I'd love to him, but I'd rather save the 600k for the Emma milestones. And if I was even more strapped, which I'm getting there, maybe I stop at 800, where it's like, okay, I don't need to spend, you know, basically another million to get 2 shards. I could just do 800,000, get 3 shards, and move on my day. And that's probably what I'm going to recommend to everybody, and it's probably what I'm going to do. It just makes the most sense. I think, why not do it? You know, it's like, all right, cool. So here we are. Now, we talked about the specific hand team. Now, I want to show you guys my hand team. I have a video out there on this. It's kind of old, but if you're trying for that tier 7, it is difficult. Now, this is not a humble brag. You can see this is an annoyed brag where I've got 6 red star hand characters. Now, when I actually beat this, I didn't have Hand Assassin, Blade Master. I don't think Archer either was 6 red. I did have Hand Sentry. And I'm pretty sure I used Sentry, Nobu, Assassin, and I might have used Blade Master. I don't remember, but it was a pain in the butt. It took me a bunch of times to 3-star this thing. But this will kind of show you roughly where my team's at. I had Hand Sentry the same. Nobu and Electra I both had low. I didn't use Hand Sorceress. Some other people had her higher, had it a little bit easier. But if you're gonna try to get that thing done, I would expect to bring up your hand. Check out the video that you know what? I'll find it and I'll put it in the link in the description below. Again, it's not a great example, but it shows you how hard it can be even at that level. So anyway, what do you guys think? Is this milestone thing, you welcome it? You're frustrated? You know, annoyed, better than Blitz, etc. I think if you plan right, it's definitely better than Blitz. The slow trickle to get a character as great as her, or it seems as great as her, is a little bit like, man, I just was ready to put her on my Marauder team. I wanted to build her up at 5-6 stars. Sure, you can if you want to spend a bunch of money. So anyway, that's oh, by the way, that's if you want to see my Nobu. There you go. Yeah, there's 33,555. So sorry for blocking him out. My Wolverine here was getting mad, and I guess you can kind of see through my chest plate. Anyway, enough of that. Come to the Discord. Links in the description below. Link to that hand videos in the description below. Want to hear what you guys have to say about all this. Hammer down on the like buttons, notification bells, subscription buttons, all that kind of stuff. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.